Welcome back, nerds and gamers alike, to the Tactical Talks podcast. I'm Jonah and I'll be your host.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I'm your co-host.
And today we're going to be diving into the war zone of gaming. Today we're going to be discussing the large and I think undiscussed area of GTA 5 and gaming, GTA Roleplay. Now, Cameron, people at home might be asking, what is GTA Roleplay?
Now, I'm very new to the GTA RP scene, only really starting about a year and a half ago. Jonah's actually the one who got me into it. I have done RPs before, but GTA specific RPs is very new to me.
Yeah.
There are a lot of rules, regulations. There we go. There's a lot of regulations, but once you actually understand what you're doing, you can have a really good and fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GTA Roleplay. What do I think? GTA Roleplay is a place where people are able to take their dreams and their ambitions and actually practice and put it into practice. As far as I used to always want to be a cop. Now I would have no games where I'd be able to be a cop or pretend to be a cop. So I went and joined GTA RP. I've been RPing for around 5 years, and have hosted many servers.
I've been in quite a couple of your servers, yes.
Now, do you want to introduce yourself as your character?
So for what was it called again? Salt Lake.
Yeah, and South Lake Roleplay.
South Lake Roleplay. My character that I used predominantly, his name was James Gunn. I'd have to do the accent every time I say his name because he had this southern drawl with his voice, and I'd always speak with that accent. James Gunn, the character, he's meant to be this ex-military, or he thinks he's ex-military. I kind of wrote him like how the soldier from TF2 is like, with just how he's a military vet, but he's also really stupid.
Yeah, he's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed, as they would say.
I'm not Smash Mouth.
Well, I'll describe my character. So yeah, I've had amazing roleplay characters. If anyone's watching from home who knew me when we roleplayed, everyone would know Danny D.
Danny D.
Danny D was a character. He was brought up in London as a child, where he was put straight into the gang life. His parents was killed in a postcode war, and and he sort of felt like he had to take care of his siblings. Because I had one of my friends was actually my brother in roleplay. His name was Maverick Dale, and we basically just had to look after our family. So after a while, we were controlling the gang scene in London, and decided that we needed to expand business over to Los Angeles. So we came over, and the character has been through so much. It would literally take me hours to explain. But that is my first character, Danny D. You also had the new character. So I have a character who is sort of unheard. He didn't really have a background, but he did show up in a lot of RPs. His name was Daniel Finley, and he was a cop. He worked for a whole host of departments, a whole host of different roles. But those were my two characters. Now, I don't want to be negative, but we both definitely had quite a few issues within GTA Roleplay. So do you wanna discuss some of the issues that you had?
For me personally, when I just started out, there was a lot of what you call FRP, which is just when you fail.
It's called fail roleplay.
Fail roleplay. Exactly. I have I have done it before, but that's mainly because I had no idea what I was doing. I've seen other people blatantly do it because they think it's cool to just be a complete and utter idiot. Yeah. Not to say that word. And I have seen how Jonah has handled these people, how other people have handled these people. But other than that, the system itself was confusing at first, having to join a different call for getting pulled over, understanding when you've been pulled over, or just me personally, my favorite would be to interject on people's when people are being pulled over. I'd see it happening, and I'd just be like, you know what? I'm interject. I'd join their call, and I'd start, being like, what you doing? This is my man, Jamiroquai. I love him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's very, very important before we highlight like most of the issues that you said, but before we dive into them, we discussed the two different types of roleplay that there are. So we have, especially on console. So we're going to go into the console section first. Console, you have Discord roleplays, and then you have post roleplays. Now, Discord roleplays are very much more professional.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot more responsibility, time and effort put down on you. Post roleplays are very much unprofessional, unregulated, and you can never really know who's good and who's bad.
Yeah. It's a flip of a coin, really, to see whether or not you're going to.
So a lot of the issues with GTRP is, especially on console, is literally just the fact that it's very unheard of, and the other role players, as far as on 5M, don't really understand the fact that it isn't as easy as lots of them would say as to get a PC and join 5M, and actually it's not that easy to do that.
No, getting a PC, that you would need like a really like good high-end PC to play like efficient GTA 5 RP, due to like all the characters, all like different like voice chats you need, access to Discord, quick changing, because when you're playing console and you're doing Discord RP, you'd require like your phone to swap server, swap voice chat, all these different factors. But with a PC, it's much easier to just get around and have fun.
Yeah. So a lot of the issues stem from the fact that it is on Xbox. So we have got a lot of limitations, but I think the limitations were very balanced as far as people would take those limitations and not let it stop them.
No. So
we talked a lot. We've talked a bit about negatives. We may go back into negatives in a little bit, but I want to talk about some of the positives. Now, I'm a massive advocate for console roleplay. Like I said, I've been doing it for this is very, very sad, but in time, the time I've been doing it for is about 200 days.
Hearing you say that,
200 days game time, and that is hosted upon maybe 7 different servers.
Just hearing the fact, over 200 days.
200 days
playing this one game. Danny D has definitely gone through something.
Danny D has been through a lot. Now, I think the positives is is actually what people don't see, where it's the character development, the storylines, the teamwork, the responsibility that people take on within these servers. And we're talking about Discord roleplay because post RPs is not really good, but Discord roleplays, you definitely have a lot of responsibility and a lot of storyline. Like, you have I'm not even gonna lie, better written characters than some mainstream storyline games. Some of these characters are better written than them. You should it really inspires people to create and do creative writing and English and really care about their character.
Like you were saying, character development. If I'm being real with you, not Danny D, sorry, James Gunn, my first like GTA RP character. I'm pretty sure the only character development I had with him was that he just started wearing a shirt. Because originally he was just this guy in like camo shorts, shirtless, running around. But I ended up actually, giving him a shirt because he realized it's really cold.
Yeah.
So he starts wearing a shirt.
Yeah, it's really how those characters develop over time. So I remember my character, Danny D, started off in the first servers he was in. He was shy. I think the first server I joined. He was a little baby. The first server I joined, I think he got robbed on the first day.
Oh.
I think he got absolutely robbed of his first vehicle on the first day. And as a role player, you really have to deal with problems like that, and how the character developed over the years to becoming, like, in that first server he had, I think, topped 7 million in his bank account. And really just like it's not even about the characters. It's like you really create something that is makes people look away and take away from that situation and be like, actually, one, this is actually this is serious, you know, like people really spent their time doing this.
There are people that I know who take GTRP way too seriously.
Oh yeah, seriously, yeah, people take it way too seriously. But like, just how people really love it is great.
Yeah, the dedication to GTA itself.
Yeah.
And I feel like there is going to be a massive boom with like GTRP with GTA 6.
Yeah.
With the whole GTA 6 hype.
Yeah.
I feel like people who, let's be real, people who like day one can't afford GTA 6 will probably go into an RP playing as the GTA 6 characters.
Not go like that.
Sounds a bit sad.
That is definitely gonna happen.
Somebody's gonna do that.
I want to talk about the newest. So the newest addition to GTRP. As far as the community on Xbox has been very much neglected by Rockstar.
Mm-hmm.
As you see, people like the car meet people. People like car meets, grinders. They all get what they want. But only recently, in the last update, we have had actual cop cars added to the game.
Yeah, you were telling me about this. Cop cars have now been you're able to get them.
Yeah, you're able to buy them and upgrade them, and we even have a Hellcat. Was one of the main vehicles actually on it. By the way, I just want to say I have got a PC recently, and I did actually play with that Hellcat in 5M.
How does it feel to finally play on PC?
How does it feel to finally play on PC? It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm getting a new mic, so that's why I haven't actually RP'd on it yet. But you know, next week we'll come back with my thing. But you know, these vehicles, it's really like sadly I don't do servers anymore. But like, if that was years ago, then the community would be so much bigger and better off. But yeah, I think that's been a large discussion. Mm-hmm. Of our time is just talking about it. Now I think we want to get a bit exciting. A bit exciting. We're gonna move on to the tier list.
Oh yes.
Now this is a pre-made tier list.
This is our pre-made tier list. So instead of
what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and discuss it. By the way, if you see us looking over this way, there's a screen with our tier list on, so we can tell you all about it. So we're gonna start with our classes. So I am not getting away. I have a chance. Even
I think I'm faster.
I think I'm faster, and I'm getting away.
Yeah.
These are cop cars. What people would regularly drive in GTA RP.
So what people would do before the cop cars were added, they just get one of those cars, paint it the color.
Oh yeah,
of
trust
the
me,
car.
the creativity. If you head to my Instagram, what is Jonah _Wallace, you'll see I have a section on stories of some of the cop where you can see all the pictures, because we took some really professional pictures for some of the cars. But yeah, we're gonna start with the bottom. So the bottom, as you see, there's a Crown Vic. So right at the end, the real name for it, I always forget it. But you know, it's as a car, is a worse version of the Mark I.
Yeah, I can see.
It's very realistic, but it's very slow.
Yeah, it looks sluggish.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's.
You're not catching them unless they're driving like a bicycle.
Yeah. Then next to it, you have the marked version. Now, the only way until this past update to get that was through a glitch. So it is one of the slower vehicles as far as the marked ones. But you know, it's a nice car. Like, to drive it, it's nice, but you're definitely getting away in a chase. Yeah. The police bike. I have a really funny video on YouTube on how to get this. But it's really hard to get. You can't buy it. But you know, it's slow.
Even with the update, can you still not get it with the update?
No, you can't. But it's slow. You know, it's not the fastest.
I'd see that as definitely if you're really into roleplay, you know Paul Blart, Mall Cop. That's definitely if you had a Paul Blart-esque character, you'd definitely use that. Yeah, definitely.
And then next to it, you have I forgot the car name of this, but it would be yawning. Sorry,
I'm tired.
It would be used for undercover.
Right.
It was slow, but you wouldn't see it come in. But if you're in a cop chase, you'd probably get away.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna move to the next vehicle, the Sheriff LSPD. The Sheriff. Well, it depends what department you're going with. But it's the sheriff vehicle.
Yeah.
Slow.
Yeah, just looks like even in shows when there's a sheriff car, never catches them.
Yeah, it's very, very slow. Then you've got the SWAT vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite slow. It's hard to get, but
this one right here, right?
Yeah. But it is slow.
Yeah, again with the whole, it just looks bulky. Like there's not really like anything to it that like stands out to be a sort of good car.
Yeah, and then you have the two vehicles. We'll group these together. You have the other Granger. What is
These
exactly the same? Yeah, those two. We have the exact same Granger and the I don't know what it's called, but basically you have the Granger, what's the same, and then you have another lifted truck. What are both quite slow.
Yeah.
So yeah, we decided to put those in. I'm getting away.
Most trucks, you wouldn't really get away from.
When you
would get away from.
Yeah, when you're in GTA though, they are quite still scary. Now we're gonna move on to the next section. I think I'm faster. We're gonna start with the RCV.
The RCV.
Now I don't know if James Gunn ever had the RCV or if it was the what's not on this list, the Insurgent, the non-armored one. If you ever had the SWAT team after you.
Mm-hmm. I've been picked up on one of these things, and let me tell you, trying to drive away from one of these things, just nightmarish. I'm James Gunn there, just on like his little tiny purple bike, driving away as this massive, just like it looks like a transformer.
Yeah,
it's just chasing after me.
And most of the time, you're not even gonna have the chance to get in the vehicle and go if this is called on you.
Yeah.
Now we have, I would say, the worst version of the I forgot what it's called now. I think it's the Ford Taurus.
The Ford Taurus.
What is the Landstalker XL? I mean, it was good while it lasted. It's where most of these cars flop is.
They don't have any staying power.
Yeah, they're slow. So yeah, we put it in. I think I'm faster.
Yeah.
Then you have the Buffalo. Now the Buffalo is the version of a what was it? It's a Ford Explorer. No, not an Explorer. It might be the Ford Interceptor, but it's our version of that.
Right.
It was fast. Like it could catch up with people.
It looks fast, yeah.
But currently it's fell off as a police vehicle.
Yeah, I can definitely see on the higher tiers some cars that you would definitely not go away from.
Then you have the Karuma. No, it's not the Karuma. It's the Caracara.
There
4x4. If you go off road, you messed up.
Yeah.
If the person's following the rules and driving realistically, let's be serious. Oh yeah, you ordered. Bloody hell, you're not getting away from that.
No.
Then you have the even. So it's quite an even playing field. You've got the marked LSPD cruiser.
Is this the highest ranked actual police car that we have?
Yeah. No, there's actually one above it. There is one above it. But this is the fastest one you can get.
Right.
It is the fastest vehicle.
Ooh.
Cop car. But it's not the best. It's not the best. And then next you have the Karuma. So we have another Karuma.
Another Karuma.
So this is the Karuma. We use it as a. I can't even remember the car now. But
undercover.
Yeah, but it would mainly be used in UK roleplays.
Right.
Sort of fast. I mean, it was given to most standard police, but in a pursuit, you're gonna be struggling.
As you say, they're even. So if you're like a very skilled driver, there is a chance that you can get away.
Yeah.
But if they're also a skilled driver, then it's a very even.
Yeah. Then next we have one of my new favorite cop cars is it's a better version of the Ford Taurus. It's a Granger 3600 XL. Nice vehicle, good steering. It's fast, but it's not.
It's not too fast.
Yes,
there's no chance of you.
Yeah, it's not terribly fast. But I think it's a thing. Generally, it's a good car. Then you have our first high speed unit, and this is the I don't actually know. Dominator. It's the Dominator.
Dominator.
Fast. I mean, I don't know if you went against it.
I think I've seen it in action. I don't think it was chasing me. I saw it chasing someone, and I was just like, "You're not getting away from that."
Yeah.
Especially with like this little 12-year-old driving.
And then next you have I Have a Chance. So we're going to start with the FIB Buffalo. Now, this is easier to get now. As part of the new update, I think you can buy it. We're going to go think with that one. No, you can't buy it, actually.
If you not buy it, you have
but
to
it's a very hard... Well, it's not a hard glitch, but it's a very long glitch. So I think if you've done it, you've got an experienced role player behind you.
Yeah.
They know the map.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. So I would say, yeah, you might have a chance. You might have a chance. Next is the I forgot the name. I remembered it last week. But
I genuinely can't remember what that is.
We're just gonna skip that one. But what I can tell you is it's sort of fast. We're gonna go on to Cypher. The Cypher is less of the realistic car.
More just like the have fun car.
But it's a nice cop car. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it in action.
Yeah.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like some cars can beat it. If you're on the lower tier cars, then no. But if you're going with those higher tier cars
and you've got like some
money,
Hellcat sort of thing,
then you're getting away. Then we have the godsend, the new Interceptor. What is the Buffalo STX? Was a very much more realistic than the lower down Buffalo. Mm-hmm. It's fast. It's fast. Like it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you barely have a chance, but there's still that
little slim chance that they get hit by a seeking missile.
Yeah, a seeking missile. And then you have one of the most unrealistic cop cars.
You're not getting away from these.
But you're not getting away. So interesting fact, I used to in post role plays drive around with this T20 with marshmallow wheels in all white, but it would be a menace. I mean, I'd quite often accidentally go into the back of them and flip them because it was so low to the ground. It was like a ramp.
Yeah, you could literally just like flip people.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's a good car. And then the next is the Hellcat. The Hellcat. So this is the version of the car. This is the car that's going to get the police up version.
There's going to be a police version of this coming into it soon. Okay.
But it was a very scary car.
It looks scary.
You could the handling on it when you went around corners. I mean, I don't really want to talk about that.
Not every car can handle corners as well as some others.
It's not a good car when it comes to the corners, but it's a good car.
Yeah.
Now that has been it for our tier list. I hope everyone enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Now
I'm sure in a later episode we'll actually be able to discuss and decide whether it be if we get an internet access or tier lists get unblocked.
Yeah, and then we'll hopefully get some clips of them. But I think that's it for the day.
Yeah, we've discussed our characters, what we think of police cars,
and the general state of it.
The difficulty of doing GTRP. Yeah.
But I want to finish off by saying if you really want to be involved in GTA roleplay, go and do it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing really stopping you, and it's a good community. So thank you everyone for watching.
I've been Cameron.
I've been Jonah.
And this is
the Tactical Talk podcast. We'll see you all next week. Goodbye.